Twin Flame Collective, and welcome to Ascension Addict Tarot. I wanted to take this time to create a reading as a union energy update for all the Twin Flames out there. And I chose specifically to look at an upcoming transit that we're having, which is Venus moving into the sign of Libra. It's happening on October 27th. Obviously, Libra is ruled by Venus, so this should be a pretty positive transit all the way around. So I decided to create a reading specific to that for Twin Flames. Please do keep in mind that these readings are general. Take what resonates and please leave the rest. Do not try and make it fit if it does not. We don't want to walk down that road. If you are looking for a more personal experience, please check out my information in the description box below. It lists my pricing, my reading types, and also how to get in contact with me. Right now, I'm actually offering 30% off, so be sure to book that reading now while the sale lasts. And if you've looked at all my readings and you feel like your situation and maybe even perhaps your budget don't align with those readings, that's not a problem. Contact me and we can work out a custom reading just for you that matches your budget and your particular situation. So with that, to get into this reading, I want to pull some overall themes for this transit for Twin Flames. Let's see what comes out. What themes will be present for Twin Flames during this transit of Venus in Libra? Okay. Wow. So first card out, harmony and flowering. So that's beautiful energy. I mean, when I look at flowering, I think of the Empress. And when I think of harmony, I really think of like the Temperance card. That's gorgeous, gorgeous energy. Oh. And speaking of flowers, we have courage. A little flower breaking through the ground. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So something is definitely blossoming here. It's harmonious. And apparently it's taking some courage to bring it forward. But let's see what we get here. I'm wondering if I'm going to pull cards on top of these themes or if I want to look at some specific things. Let's look at Divine Feminine's energy at this time, or rather at the time of this transit when Venus enters the sign of Libra. What is the feminine's energy? Let's see here. We have the Six of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. I'm just going to be straight. We're reading at night, and nighttime readings get a little, they just get super intuitive. Sometimes they can get weird. But what I see here is the feminine energy during this transit is going to want to give of herself, and she's going to be extremely passionate about it. And what I really feel like this is the feminine energy using their creativity to tell their story and to give back. Let's clarify this a little bit here. And what I'm going to do is just do the feminine energy, the masculine energy, and then some unifying factors, right? The struggles, what's here assisting them. So let me get a card on this Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles gets the Eight of Pentacles again. Yeah. Divine Feminine is learning, or the feminine energy is learning how to give back and give of herself in her work, is what it looks like during this transit. Let's see what this Knight of Wands is about. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. There you are. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So the feminine energy knows this intuitively, that it's time for her to start moving in this way and putting her energy into really doing her mission, her purpose. Tell us about this Eight of Pentacles. Oh my. Yeah. We have the Knight of Cups and the Star. She's literally falling in love with herself as I'm just drawn back to this blossoming, right? This blossoming. It really feels like divine feminine, or the feminine energy, is falling in love with herself and wanting to give that, but in a proper way, to others. On the bottom of the deck, the Nine of Cups. That's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So let's look at how the masculine energy will be feeling during this transit with Venus moving into the sign of Libra on October 27. How will the masculine energy be feeling at this time? We've got the Judgment card, followed by the Queen of Wands, followed by the Ace of Wands. So major revelation here. And for me, this Queen of Wands always represents the divine feminine, right? But either way, divine masculine is, or the masculine energy during this transit, I just heard, is enamored. He's enamored. He's seeing the feminine energy in all her glory, in all her splendor. If you guys haven't figured this twin flame thing out, allow me to help. When you level up, they level up. When you feel great about you, they feel great about you. When you stay in a balanced energy, they stay in a balanced energy. Why? Because you're the same soul. We hear it all the time, but it's like it just doesn't want to sink in. Let it sink in. Please let it sink in. Tell us about this Judgment card. Tell us about the Judgment card for the masculine energy. The Sun. The Sun. Exact same energy as the feminine energy is in about herself and about her work and about her mission and about her soul's purpose. The Sun. Figuring out what truly makes him or her, but masculine energy, happy. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. We have the Devil. So with this Judgment card and the Ace of Wands, he's seeing exactly where the toxicity was in regards to the feminine energy. What about the Ace of Wands? This new beginning, this new view. The Empress. Yeah, I literally just said the Queen of Wands is my Empress card. Minor Arcana, Divine Feminine. He's realizing exactly where there was toxicity tied to this. And he's now seeing clearly that that was toxicity. The Sun, the Empress, that's the true energy. This was the illusion. Nine of Cups, still on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Let's look at what struggle may be present in the union during this transit? What struggles may be identified during this transit? Okay, let us see. We've got the Four of Pentacles, followed by the Chariot, followed by the Hierophant. So what I feel like here is what could potentially be a struggle during this transit is like holding on to things. It could even be like nostalgia. It doesn't mean you're holding on to like past hurts. It could be, but it's just like nostalgia. It's like, like, okay, let's say like you grew up in the hood, right? You grew up in the hood, boom, you got some money, you moved out. Now you're living in a really nice neighborhood, but you like think back to those choke sandwiches. You feel where I'm going with this? You think back to them shitty times just with like a little fond memory. There is that kind of creeping up, this holding on to like the old ways of life just for nostalgic purposes. And it looks like the reason that that's happening, quite frankly, is because everything is going to start moving quite rapidly. With the Chariot here and the Hierophant, there's rapid ascension that's happening. And even though that sounds like a good thing, what does that really look like? A lot of times it looks like you got to let go of this, you got to let go of that. Yeah, get right with it. Okay, right. It's always that type of energy. So there may be a little bit of mourning is the word I heard, mourning the past a little bit and just holding on to it for like nostalgic reasons. And it's really just because everything is moving really fast. It's almost like a protective way to try to ground, right? And so masculine energy and feminine energy may be doing that. Let's look at this Four of Pentacles. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, we have the Queen of Swords. So if that is happening, I feel like you're going to quickly realize like, there's no point in doing that. I got to let it go. It's like you're doing it, but then you're quickly like, moving forward. Yeah, that was the past. Yeah, my choke sandwiches. Yeah, sleeping in the bed with my 5 brothers and sisters. Boo-hoo. Yeah. But we moving on. Yeah, we moving up like George and Wheezy. Yeah. It's very much that energy. Tell me about the Chariot. All right. We have the 8 of Wands, or the 8 of Inspiration in this deck. Like I said, things are going to be moving fast. There's going to be a ton of communication, maybe around this time or shortly thereafter. But yeah, things are going to start to move really rapidly. Tell me about the Hierophant. Tell me about the Hierophant, please. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. I love this. So here's all this fast-moving energy. And here's the Hierophant clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, which is a much slower energy. So as this is happening, I feel like it's maybe a little bit of a start and stop energy. Not that it's going to be start and stop, but you're just going to want to ground yourself. Like the Knight of Pentacles is like, oh crap, okay, let me get this in order. Let me get that in order. Hold on, can we slow down a little bit? You know, this is earth energy. The earth ain't moving fast. I mean, I can't feel it. I don't know how fast it's supposed to move, but I can't feel it. All I'm saying is plants don't grow fast. Grass doesn't grow fast, right? So there will be sort of this desire to move a little bit slower and a little bit steadier. All right. What energies are uplifting or assisting the union? What energies will be coming in with this transit? Venus moving into the sign of Libra beginning on October 27th. What energies will be assisting the union? Okay. We have the Knight of Cups, followed by the 9 of Swords, followed by the 9 of Wands. There's an energy of love here, but yet there's an energy of worrying. I just heard like no matter what. Let's clarify. Clarify the Knight of Cups. Clarify the Knight of Cups for the energies that will be assisting. So we have the Five of Wands. Interesting. I'm gonna clarify all these and then I'm gonna talk. Clarify the Nine of Swords for what energies will be assisting. We have the Ace of Cups, clarifying the Nine of Swords. And then clarification on the Nine of Wands. And we have the Page of Swords. Okay. What I feel like is going to be assisting the collective as this transit occurs, Venus moves through the sign of Libra. I feel like there's just going to be a lot of analyzing, like a lot of looking at where the conflict is, like where the conflict is, how can I do things better? You know, with this Knight of Cups and the Five of Wands, I feel like this is like, where did this go wrong? Like, where did this go wrong in the past? And maybe that was some of that holding on and looking at, maybe that's what's going on. But this to me is really like just looking, especially you see how they have the mirrors in this particular depiction? It feels like you're just looking at all the ways in which this may have gone wrong, essentially trying to make it better this time around, right? With the Nine of Swords getting the Ace of Cups, I feel like these are two complete opposite feelings, emotions. You have one, the Nine of Swords, that's sad, depressed, worried, and stressed. And then you have the Ace of Cups. So basically you have fear and love here. For some of you, this could be learning through the struggle. Actually learning through the struggle is actually what's making you stronger. And for some of you, this is where you stop worrying and stop stressing and choose love over fear. With the Nine of Wands here, with the Page of Swords, this is reviewing, in my opinion, reviewing how you maybe just stood by, how maybe you waited too long, how maybe you, and that's for the feminine and masculine energy. Both energies have waited too long, I don't know how to say what I'm trying to say, but for the feminine energy, you've waited too long in going and finding yourself, right? For the masculine energy, they've waited too long in coming and finding you, right? So that's what I mean by this, like sticking up and standing up for yourself and this sort of perseverance. It's like, really, it's just guarded energy. And with this Page of Swords, it's like looking at that guarded energy. How was I guarded? How did I close my heart off to love? There's a real assessment taking place, and that is what's helping this union at this time. The last thing I want to take a look at is, well, let me see. I'm flipping through the deck, and this is what jumps out, the Lovers. What's happening between masculine and feminine energy at this time? What's happening? What are the unifying factors? Okay. We have the Strength card, the Page of Wands, and the Six of Swords. So essentially, both energies are just gathering their strength to start this new beginning and leave all the bullshit behind. Period. End of story. Tell me about the Six of Swords. I don't even think I need to clarify this, but tell me about the Six of Swords. We have the Eight of Cups. You goddamn right. Walking away from things that no longer serve you. And that's in this connection, other connections, other things, anything. Tell me about the Page of Wands. Tell me about the Page of Wands. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Nurturing. Again, that building, that foundational energy. You know, this is the start of a legacy. You don't build a legacy in 2 months. Hell no. And it's not just a legacy for you and your counterpart. It's a legacy for like mankind. If this message resonates with you, you're here for a literal purpose. If you don't know that and you're watching this video may be for you, but it's like kind of like an advanced system, like a warning system for you, right? But if this message resonates, you're a light worker. You're not just here for you and this other person. No, no, no. This is happening to you for you to show the entire world what unconditional love looks like, what the absence of duality and judgment look like. Last thing I want to look at is, what is the guidance from the higher self? And I say higher self, self as in one, as opposed to higher selves, which would be plural, because the union is here. You all are the same soul. Therefore, you would only really have one higher self, not two, one. All right. Let's get guidance from the higher self. What guidance is here for masculine and feminine energy for this transit? Venus moving into the sign of Libra on October 27th. We have the Eight of Swords, followed by the Ace of Swords, followed by the Two of Pentacles. Hanged Man on the bottom of the deck. Let's look at this Eight of Swords. Tell us about the Eight of Swords, please. Tell us about the Eight of Swords. We have the Four of Wands. So what I feel like here with this guidance is, don't get trapped in this. Don't get trapped in union. Don't get trapped in that. Don't get trapped in that. These messages are here for guidance. These messages are here for people that feel like giving up. That's what these messages are for, okay? But they're not for you to just watch them and rewatch them and blah, 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 blah. I mean, watch the videos, please. Like, share, subscribe, do all that. But don't be trapped in that energy either of like just waiting for union to happen, okay? This is the guidance from the higher self. Please tell us about this Ace of Swords. Okay. The Seven of Wands. Again, this is so funny. So first, the higher guidance is saying, don't get too trapped in wanting union and obsessive thinking and all of that, right? Then they backdoor us with the Seven of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Opposite energy, right? So this is, make sure that you're still being open. Make sure that you're not being too guarded, and make sure that you're paying attention to where maybe you have been guarded in the past. I find that so interesting. And then the next card is the Two of Pentacles. So two opposing energies coming together. And then we have the Two of Pentacles, which for me is as above, so below. Tell us about this Two of Pentacles, please. And we have the Ten of Cups. You can't write this shit. You literally can't write it. The Ten of Cups. Complete emotional fulfillment. Inside and then outside. I can't. Cannot. Page of Materials. New beginning. Doing things a new way. Absolutely. Ushering in an entirely new world. That's our job. That's our job. Let it sink in. I'm going to pull just maybe one card here for guidance, and this is from the Journey of Love deck. What do you have for us, Spirit? Close us out. All right. She is the moon. Let me get the book. Give me one sec. This is number, I'm so blind, y'all. Number 3, my favorite number. Let's check it out. She is the moon. The light of the moon ebbs and flows. The wisdom of patience is not about waiting around for something to happen, rather than getting up and getting it done. The wisdom of patience is that of the gardener who consults the lunar calendar. The right timing promoting growth, planting when there is fertile soil, and allowing the soil to rest and replenish when it needs to. You are being asked to check in with your timing. Is now the time for action or for rest? It can change quickly, just like the phases of the moon. Your message comes through this oracle. Your manifestation is unfolding in perfect timing. If you feel something isn't happening fast enough or happening quickly, and you are unsure if you are really ready, be assured all is well. If something is not clear to you and you would like it to be more so, the clarity you seek will come to you. Do not worry. Do not try to force the insight. Just be with what is happening now and trust. You are moving and growing, and all is well. Soon you will see that for yourself, just as the moon grows full and revealing, even in the mist of deepest night. Just want to point out that there is going to be a massive full moon on Friday, Halloween. Full moon in Taurus is actually a blue moon. I hope you've enjoyed this message and this reading. If you have, please go ahead and click the like, share, and subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.